right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Takes it inside. And there's a pick. 5 on the clock. Rochita goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Here's Lloyd. Fires the three. That one is off. Rochita. No good from outside. And they're on the run.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep, and it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Lloyd. Wide open. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Jokubaitis hits the three-pointer.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. He takes it in. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
To the middle. Pass to Horde. Fires the three. Doesn't go for him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Williams on the wing. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pass to Horde. A minute 53 left in the first. And that one good.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Here's Horde. Jokubaitis. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. 1:19 left in the first quarter. They set the screen. Here's Lloyd. He buries it from 3. Lloyd's got 5 now.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Strong pass there to set up the basket. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Substitution on the court.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Williams. No good on the 3.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
This one for 3. Knocks down the long J.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Did you see the rotation in the air? In control? Outrageous.
Wow, look at his teammates, man. They are pumped. He's off on the layup.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them. I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it. Here's Randolph. And the three off target. He got it up. That shot, no good. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 6. And back to the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
It's Thomas on the wing. Offline with a three. Pass to Gabriel. Three-pointer, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Thomas defends. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Rebounded by Gabriel.
I mean, come on, jack that one in the face of some strong defense. You got to think twice about that next time.
They grab their own miss. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Buries it down low. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. To the right side. To the paint. Oh, they pick off the pass. And here's Thomas from the arc. That one no good. Going all the way to the rack.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Four on the clock. On the take. Can't get it to fall. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Launches a three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The three. And a two-handed jam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Randolph. Banked it in off the glass. Randolph's got his first basket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And he drives in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Number 15, taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
1:14 left in the first half. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 9.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They set the pick. Here's Thomas for 3. Sinks it from distance. Thomas has got 6.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Randolph. Thomas defends. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Out to the right wing. Tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
The ball goes to the away team.
.27 seconds left in the first half. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Randolph. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Well, I think for the home team, this is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the home team. And that is going to do.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The visitors with the ball, leading by 5. To the wing on the left. Right side, Williams gets the 14-footer to fall. He's got 5.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Out to the right wing. Here's Lloyd. Corner shot. That one doesn't drop.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Horde. Spins. From behind the arc. The shot no good. Horde's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
That shot off the mark.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Drives to the hoop. Yep, that one goes. Lloyd's got 7 points.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Shoots. Rochita. Pass to Williams. Let's go with a 3. Not going to go that time. Williams has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. And there's the drive. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Lloyd. Fades. Connects from downtown. Lloyd's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Over to the wing. To the right side. Plenty of space. Buries the jump shot.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Procida. No good on the triple.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Here's Lloyd for the lead. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here he goes. It's tipped. They retain possession. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Procida. No good there. Off the double clutch.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
Stolen. Here's the break. Second chance shot. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. 16 points for him. From deep. No luck on that one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
The three. He can't get it to go. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
.30 seconds left in the third quarter here. Right wing. Jokubaitis. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Procida. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And the game's still closely contested. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. To the inside. Up and in on the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Thomas driving in. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And it's tied up with that one. Off the mark there with a three.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Kept alive. To take the lead. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by one. And both free throws good for Thomas. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Second chance effort. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And he lobs it up top. 5 to shoot. that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
He buries it from three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. From about 16, here's Gabriel. Goes back up. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. First free throw is good.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And he makes both free throws. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And it's good for two.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's Thomas for three. Pure from three-point range. Thomas has got 8 here in this quarter.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Down low. Here's Lloyd. Cans it with nobody near him.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown. And he really took advantage.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
And here's Thomas from the arc. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Horde. Here's Lloyd. From the arc. Clock at 4. The three. Williams grabs the board.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And that one is stuffed right through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
Rochita. It falls! Oh! An enormous three-pointer!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And it's in.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Williams with the screen into the lane.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Lloyd. Takes the three. Tries again. Horde. And he buries it.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Rochita. Can't get the three to fall. There's the triple, and that one falls.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brown out there with Washington. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. Washington with it. There's the pick. Shot on the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Lloyd. From past the arc. Davies grabs the miss. Brown outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Unhindered, going all the way.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Pass to Davies. Here's Bonga. Clock at 6. And here's Washington outside. Gonna go that time. Here's Horde. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. There's a screen. Here's Lloyd. He's covered by Brown.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Brown. The wing jumper off target.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. A steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Bonga the pass to Washington. Here's Bonga. Spins. Goes up on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Jokic, he's covered by Washington, and the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Brown. Out to the right wing. From 13, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Here's the screen. Jokic, he's covered by Washington. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Shot, high post. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Washington. Still without a basket. Over in the corner, Brown. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Davies kicks to Brown. For the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Lloyd. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Horde. Here's Lloyd. Releases. Jokic. The three-pointer, no good. Davies, the pass to Washington. And the three ball is good.
Washington Jr.
Intercepted. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
First team foul.
Here's Lundberg. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Pass to Pakusevsky. Clock at 4, and Jones has it in the corner.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Jones is out there with Pokushevsky. Then it's Jones. And it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard. The shake. Count that one. Lundberg's got his first points of the night. Outside Randolph. Driving to the basket. Lays it up off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jones with the bounce pass. Offline with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Launches a three. Pakusevsky grabs the miss. Pass to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the shot. Here's Lundberg. There's the three. Gabriel with the rebound. Here's Randolph. A miss that time would have put him up. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pakusevsky can't hit. Jones against Randolph. Pass to Gabriel. The tray. Cans it from downtown. He's got 6.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Jones sends it back. Now Pokushevsky. Nothing on the board. Screen by Jones. Jacks up a three. Pakusevsky with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
They set the pick. Lets the three fly. He's off on that one. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. Pass to Lundberg. Takes a three. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Jones finds Pokushevsky. From outside the arc, Gabriel with the rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Beyond the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And here's Jones. 20 seconds left now here in the second. Fires the three. Gabriel with the rebound. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right wing. Off target from three-point range. Jones for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They're up by 2 and will return shortly.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Lundberg. Connects from three-point range. Lundberg's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
They've got Jones. Bo Kushevsky is out there with Jones. And it's Lundberg in at the 2 guard. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Pass to Jones. Tries the spin move. A 3. Jones kicks to Jones. Okushevsky with the ball. Hits the three-point bomb. Pokusevsky's got 6 points.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Lloyd. No scoring in this one. Board passes to Lloyd. From 15 feet away, Pokusevsky grabs the miss. Jones kicks to Jones. Out to the right wing. Now Pokusevsky. He's got 6 for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Pokusevsky's got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Here's Lundberg. And it's off from three-point range. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Fires the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. He has 5.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Screen by Jones. It's tipped. Here's Lloyd. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Three-pointer. You can't get that one. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Pass to Lundberg. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lundberg's got 8.
They haven't looked the same on defense during this second half. Seems like they are relaxing and allowing them to get whatever shot they want.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
.104 left to play here in the third. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And that one's good, boy.
And after he went scoreless in the first half, he's finally getting it going, looking much more comfortable.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a good screen. Pass to Pakusevsky. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 12 points for him.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
And that one's good, boy.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Pakusevsky. Here's Lundberg. He's got 8. From downtown. Rebounded by Lloyd. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. 5 on the clock. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
We've got Brown, also Washington out there. And it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that one, good. To the wing right side. He's covered by Washington. Randolph against Brown. Randolph can't hit. Randolph's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Washington. From the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now here's Randolph. To the left wing. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Randolph against Brown. Fires from deep. And the ball goes out of play and able to keep it in.
Substitution on the court.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Jokibitis, he's covered by Washington. Pass to Lloyd. Knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Jokibitis, it's good from long range.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Brown feeling out a bit. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Over to the wing. Pass to Horde. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
They set the screen. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Bucket is good.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Davies with the buckets. Davies has got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
He takes it in. Here's Horde. Pass to Lloyd. Now here's Brown. Here's Davies. Brown with it.
Whole team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Davies. Off target with his three. Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
No, they need to do their work quickly from here on out.
Got a piece of it. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
It's hauled in by Brown. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Maccabi. That three off the mark. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And here is Washington. From deep three-point territory. That one, no good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Floats one, and the layup is up and in.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Bonga. Top of the key. Williams grabs the board. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Rochita misses the three. Washington with the ball. Williams defending. Here's the three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's the three. Buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Rochita nails it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's the pick. And stolen by Williams. The pull-up. Rochita. Cash money on the open jump shot. Now here's Washington. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and that one drops for him.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Rochita knocks it down from distance.
I just love the ball movement.
It's a 5-point game. Washington outside. It's Brown on the wing. The three ball. Pass to Bonga. Takes a three. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly. That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter here. To the left side wing. Here we go. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And he converts the layup. Bonga's got 5 points.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
43 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Brown. Back to Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Rochita sinks the tray. 17 points in the game.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
To the middle. Misses from close range.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They're up 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. Defended by Jones. From outside the arc. First shot won't go. Thomas defends. Pass to Lundberg. Jones sets a screen. Lundberg's shot is off. Thomas outside. The three is up. The rebound by Lundberg. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. Drains the triple.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
Thomas outside. Out left to the wing.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
First team foul.
Tries a three off the inbound. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Jones feels it out. Pass to Pokashevsky. Three-pointer. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. That one a little long. On the wing, Jones. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Jones finds Jones. From deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Home team foul. Number 15. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jones. The three. The shot, no good. In transition, here they come. There's the triple. Jones grabs the board. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here's Pokashevsky. He's guarded closely. Over to the left wing. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. Jones has got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Takes the 3. Drops in the 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Jones' shot is good. Jones has got his first points of the night.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Thomas up top. Still without a bucket. And there it is for him.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
They get it back. Pass to Pokashevsky. Oh, swiped away. Stolen by Jones. In transition. Here's Lundberg. Now Jones. 3-pointer. Jones misses. And they're on the break. Jones with the block. And he's able to get it back. Defended by Jones. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. It's a close game here in Denver. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No coverage that time.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The floater, and it's good on the lay-in. 5 points in the game.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
Plenty of LOVE. That's what you can do about this game. Love it. Because without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be. Appreciate you joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. For the lead. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Washington's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. To the wing, right side. Rochita hits the 3-pointer. 20 points for him.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Brown scanning the floor. And the jam by Brown.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Going inside, Rochita, and it's thrown down hard with both hands. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Now here's Washington. Defense is right there. 3-pointer off the mark. Washington's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Procida. The three-pointer off the mark. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Brown. 4-3. Nails it from 3. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
He's guarded by Washington. And the basket is good.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
There's a screen. Four on the clock. Inside. Pass to Brown. Lots of room. And that's good for 2. Brown's got 9.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Williams with the screen. Procida. Three-pointer, no good. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. From 13, the shot's good. He's got 7. So it's the home team now. 4-point game. Driving inside. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
To the paint. Washington outside. Shot clock at 6. And that one's on target from the wing. Washington's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Fires it. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And he's got 28 now.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Washington. Back to Brown. Here's Bonga. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. Bonga has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. 17 seconds left in the 3rd. Procida tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Up 3. And don't go. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Substitution on the court.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Good chance here for Thomas. Yes! He nails it!
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the 5. Now here's Pokashevsky. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Thomas outside. Another shot. Can't get it to drop. Jones with some nice D.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Now here's Pokashevsky. Thomas defends. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Jones grabs the board. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Here's Lundberg. Thomas defends, and he gets it to go.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Can they get it? And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Lundberg. Thomas defends. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
It'll be a travel. Away team ball.
Here's Jones. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Picked by Pokashevsky. Just 4 to shoot. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Rochita. No good from outside.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Pass to Lundberg. Jones with the ball. Goes up on the wing, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Rochita. No good on the quick three.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Outside Jones. Clock at 6. A deep three. He's off on that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
35 seconds left to play in the fourth. Fires away from way outside. That shot off. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
fires from way outside. Can't get the tip in. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are...
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Maccabi, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Lloyd. He's guarded by Williams. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ford. A three-pointer off the mark. Williams looking around. From past the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Picked away. And here we go. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Oh, and he misses the dunk. To the paint. Here's Ford. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Maccabi off with the layup. It's up a 3. They get the rebound.
Away team foul. Runyon Gator. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen. Clock at 6. Porchita knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Horde. Pulls up from the corner. No good that time. Horde's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
3-pointer, and he's good on the 3 ball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
1:44 left in the first. Can they get it? And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 1:31 left to play in the first. Porchita. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Dean. Off the mark and a bad shot there. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. And he gets it to go. He's got 5.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Porchita with the drive.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Pass to Lloyd. To the right side. Shoots the 3. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hort. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up by 8. And the second. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Now, here's Thomas. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Cuts off the pass. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Into the lane. No good with the layup. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. From deep. And the ball goes out of play following the shot. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks awarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Out to the right wing. No one near him. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Randolph. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. On Tuesday, then on Sunday. First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. Now for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities, they're the visibility, they're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Now here's Thomas. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. They swipe it. It's good.
45.
Takes the 3. That shot no good. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And that one is hammered home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Out to the wing, a baseline J, and he connects with the jumper.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Randolph looking around. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for it. Six to shoot. From 15 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The three ball, and it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. No keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Seven seconds left in the first half of basketball. Fade away. Drills the three-pointer.
3 points.
It's intercepted. That shot is off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Leading by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the home team. That'll do it for our show.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Down low, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
To the paint. Porchita. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Horde for the lead. Connects from three-point range. Horde's got 9.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Gabriel. He's guarded by Williams. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And they're pushing it up. At the run, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. .90 seconds now into the second half.
Here's Horn. He's got 9. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Pass to Lloyd. Right wing. Ford passes to Lloyd. Fires for 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Fires away from outside. And no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
The 3. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
5 to shoot. Maccabi good on the triple. 8 points for him.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Williams. A 3-ball. Off target, his 6th miss in 13 attempts from the floor. Here's Horde. Offensive rebound. Gabriel. Here's the 3. The shot will not fall. .51 seconds left in the third. Over in the corner, Williams. Picked by Williams. Launches it from deep. Goes back up. Can't capitalize inside.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting for the away team.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Going inside. 2 points. That one goes. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
.11 feet away, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He has 5. Up in time. The shot misses. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Up by 1. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Back to Randolph. And he drives in. Can't throw it down with one hand. Randolph's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Ball stolen. Good on the bucket. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
And the shot goes in.
And you want them taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Takes a three, and the three ball is good.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Just 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And right through it goes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And that one is hammered home.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Drops after rolling around the rim. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. To take the lead. Got it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Another shot. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's Thomas.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So both teams changing it up here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Driving inside.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
Here's Horn. He's off from three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night of basketball.
Happy Halloween and welcome to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Nothing scary about this matchup. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jones. Pass to Bonga. Launches it. Rebounded by Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. Jokic, defended by Jones. And stolen by Brown. Now Jones. The three. The rebound by Horde. About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Horde from behind the arc. Gets the three to fall.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Brown. They set a pick from the wing. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Lloyd. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Bonga, pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Lloyd. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Tries the spin move. 6 on the shot clock. He drops it from range.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Outside, Brown puts up a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
when you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Jokic, defended by Jones. Here's Lloyd. Driving to the basket, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Lloyd's got 5 points.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Left side Jones. Outside Brown. Fires the three, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Takes it inside, and he buries his first look.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the wing on the left. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Bonga. Got a hand on it. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Gabriel. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Outside, Brown. Spins. To the inside. Here's Bonga. Outside Jones. All alone. And he hits the jumper. 34 seconds left in the first. Pass to Gabriel. Out to the right wing. Here's Lloyd. He's got 5. Just 5 to shoot. No good with a layup.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
A good look from Brown. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Brown's got 11.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Jokic. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Up by 4. And quarter number 2 will get. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
From the arc. Counted from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's a screen. He's guarded by Washington. Yep, that one's good.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Picked by Pokashevsky. Here's Lundberg. No good, a bit long that time. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And count that, 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Picked by Pokashevsky. Pass to Jones. Now here's Washington. Ball stolen. And he slams it in one-handed.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
No good with the triple. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Randolph drops in the layup for 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Jones. Out to the right wing. Releases. Misses the jumper.
The defender takes away his space and any chance of him making that shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Out left to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go for him. Here's Lundberg. Count it.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And he drops it in from the low post. He has 6.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
On Friday and then Sunday.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Jones hits them both. 1:20 left in the first half. He shoots. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Pass to Randolph. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Pokashevsky. The D's right on him. Picked by Pokashevsky. And here's Washington. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. And he lobs it up. Leaps for it. There's the steal. Jones feels it out. Misses with a tough leaning jump shot. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Taking a look at the visitors, hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak, build up that momentum.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team. And that's it for halftime.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Here's Lloyd. This one for three. Drills it from deep. Lloyd's got 8 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
With the drive. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. Rebounded by Gabriel.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
To the right side. There's the screen. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. They fall in the latest rankings. Not at all a good sign for this team.
You know, right now for the visiting team, their start hasn't been as good as everyone would have hoped. But they're still in the mix and a viable threat to win the championship.
Launches a three, and the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And the jam by Brown.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Pass to Horde. Shoots. The wide open shot is on the money. Horde's got his second basket on the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Jones. Here's Bonga. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Some room here for Jones. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Hauled in by Brown.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Here's Bonga. Offensive board. Up top, Brown. Here's Bonga. The three is up. Rebounded by Gabriel. In transition, here they come. Here's Lloyd. From outside, off the mark. An 8-point differential. Outside, Brown. They set the pick. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Horde. Cuts off the pass. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds in the game. There's the 3. No good that time. Here's Bonga. He's scoreless. Down low. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Lloyd. Sends it home from three-point land. Lloyd's got 11.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Jones, the pass to Bonga. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. Bonga's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And there's the screen. To the wing, right side. Pass to Horde. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lloyd. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Bunga. Now here's Brown. What if it goes? No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third. They lead by 6. And we're coming right back. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Washington, and it's Jones in at the center position.
Away team foul. Number 45. First personal foul. First team foul.
Stripped it away. And they're on the break. Count that bucket.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Picked by Pokashevsky. Pass to Jones. Here's Lundberg. 5 to shoot. Now here's Pokashevsky. Defended by Jones. Off target from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Washington, a good look. Nails the 16-footer.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Over to the wing. Pass to Randolph. Shot clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way, and he makes it.
And here in the fourth, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big-time buckets.
Now Jones. Pokashevsky with it. From deep three-point range. The offensive rebound. And that one is hammered home.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. And there's a pick. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. To the left wing. He's got it. 6 of 10 now. Here's Lundberg. All sorts of time. That one's good. Nothing but net. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. He's guarded by Washington. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Pokashevsky. By Pokashevsky from downtown. The shot no good. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth. Here's Randolph. Just 5 to shoot. Off target with the 3. They need to rally in a big way, Grant, if they want to stage a real comeback.
And B.A., they better do it soon because the window is definitely closing.
Second team foul. Substitution.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
.41 seconds left in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lloyd. Here's Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Jones, the pass to Pokashevsky. Pass to Lundberg. Nice move. Rebounded by Gabriel. Fires away from way outside. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Jones kicks to Brown. On the wing, Brown. Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Driving to the basket. Basket good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Brown. Shoots it up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jones has got 5 points so far. Porchita, he's covered by Brown. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Bonga, the pass to Jones. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Jones. He has 7. Stolen away. And here's the break. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Porchita off target from three-point range. Jones dishes to Brown. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Drops in the tray.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Porchita gets the three-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Davies. He's guarded by Williams. For the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Man showing some terrific range. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Brown outside. Over to the wing. Bonga, no good. Porchita. And Jones pulls it down. Left side, Brown. Lets it go from the wing. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first three. Porchita. Kept alive to the wing right side. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Bonga. Still yet to score. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They grabbed their own miss. Porchita. He's covered by Brown. Here's the screen. Porchita. There's the triple. Out to the right wing. From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 14.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. They're up by 11. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Thomas inside. He's covered by Brown. Yep, that one goes in there. Jones with it. He's got 7. Brown outside. Pass to Bonga. Spins. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Bonga's got his second basket. There's Thomas with the 3. Defended by Jones.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. 4 on the clock. Here's Bunga. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. They set the pick. Davies with the bucket. Davies has got 6 in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
It's stolen by Brown. From past the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
2 minutes remaining.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
He's covered by Washington. To the left side wing. Cranes the three-pointer. 5 points in the game. Here's Washington. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Six to shoot. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
It's Thomas outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Washington. 1:06 left in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Pokusevski. Lock at 6. Three-pointer. Thomas grabs the rebound.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Outside, Jones. Washington kicks to Jones. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Pass to Thomas. Goes back up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Pokusevski. Good on the three-point shot.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting? And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better. So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the visiting team. And that'll do it for half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Now, here's Washington. Still scoreless. Kuszewski is out there with Jones. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the 2. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. To the inside, Porchita, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, Greg, for the defense, that was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
First team foul.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
From outside the arc, Kuszewski can't hit.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Williams from downtown. Drills it from outside. Williams has got his second basket of the night. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Up top, Washington. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Jones. Corner shot. Rebound by Williams.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Lundberg. He has yet to score. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Drives to the hoop.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Kuszewski. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Cans it from downtown.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
2 minutes.
There's the pick. Washington, that's for 2. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Washington's got his first 2 points. Porchita, good on the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Right side, Jones. Here's Lundberg. The three-pointer, no good. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Now, here's Washington. T right on him. There's the pick. For three. That one misses.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
No good there.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Now, Pokuševski. He has 5. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 5 now.
Well, that's a smart pass by Alexei Pokuševski. This guy handing it off to a ready shooter. Nicely done.
The shot's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Lundberg. Thomas covering. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first free throw is good.
Number 45.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Washington, that's good.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
It's Thomas outside. Sinks the triple. Thomas got 6 here in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Lundberg. He's guarded by Thomas. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's Thomas on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
He's covered by Washington. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Off target at the rim.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Jones sets the pick for Washington. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
He's covered by Washington. And the shot goes down.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Tries the spin move. Offline with his 3. Outside Thomas. Launches a 3. It's Thomas on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Defended by Jones. It's Thomas on the wing. And Jones pulls it down. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter. There's the screen from deep. Pokuševski with the bucket.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Here's Lundberg. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. Pass to Jones. Lets the three fly. Drills the three-pointer.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And here is Thomas. .46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Takes the three. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says it.